If Spaceman Spiff had a favorite rock band, it would most likely be Starset, a band talking about adventures both in space and dealing with the future in dystopian Black Mirror-esque situations, combining the favorite elements of many of our imaginations. Starset's third full album, Divisions, is the next chapter in their all-in space and futuristic music, and this time, they are digging their heels in deeper. Starset has never backed away in making a big project of an album with the scope being enormous. Divisions continues that quality through 13 tracks spanning well over 1 hour in runtime. Whether it's the Prox transmissions or the higher production stage presence, Starset doesn't do things small. The big difference for Divisions from its predecessors' Transmissions and Vessels is that the production and mixing was done entirely by Dustin Bates. Fewer outside hands had a part in the music, as this new album is an entire project done by Starset themselves. That's much more work for the musical astronauts, but it also guarantees that the album is exactly how they want it to be. While the ongoing saga and narrative can be a lot to take in, this video is meant as a review on the music. After an opening track talking about the dystopian future and mental atrophy, the true opener and first single, Manifest, storms in. This was the song that was released took many fans and listeners familiar with Starset by surprise, as it's louder and more rhythmic than previous Starset singles like Monster or My Demons. The change works well. Sonically, there is a great flow here with tons of additional elements and heavy drums instead of a guitar solo in the bridge that is a huge change up from standard rock singles. The song Manifest, along with many others in Divisions, is a shake-up to the status quo of radio rock. There are many different subgenre elements from rock, as well as traveling into genres outside of rock in this album. The ambition is obvious, to say the least. Starset are proving they are less and less defined by one genre of music, while relying heavily on great elements of production and design. After Manifest, you get two completely different songs. Echo opens with digital effects and single piano notes before breaking into a stylized and modified track. It's definitely a contrast from Manifest, and then the music continues to the longest song on the album with Where the Skies End. This is a standout track with guitars and keyboards really feeding off each other while Dustin sounds strong and gives memorable lines. Where the Skies End is followed by another strong performance from Dustin in Perfect Machine. Here the track starts slow and calm, but then the percussion builds and the second half of the song is sweeping and dramatic. It's almost musically cinematic in a way, and that's a good quality to have. Starset know how to start steady and end dramatically. It's after Perfect Machine where the album does take a drop. The song Telekinetic has distorted vocals and heavy synth beats that clash in the sound. The repetition and staggered song title expression is a bit rough after a while. It fits the album theme, but not really worth hearing a second time. It's almost like an awkward attempt at a song that's meant to be made later into a wild EDM remix. Stratosphere is when the bass is more prominent and the higher electronic notes are a good contrast. The chorus is drawn out, but it works. The song Fault Line has a slow dance beat to it, and the vocals help carry the rhythm. It's a bouncy vibe for sure, further proving that Starset isn't bound to one genre style. Both of these songs are not bad, but I admit they don't add a ton to the experience or offer much in replay value. At this point in Divisions, the electronic effects really take charge. It's by design, and it's relentless. If you came in looking for something like Transmissions, the debut album, then you might be a bit disappointed. Solstice, clocking in at well over 4 minutes with an extra minute of additional thematic sequence, relishes in digitized groove. It sounds like the soundtrack to a science fantasy romance story. After that is Trials, which continues that idea of a great soundtrack feeling, but songs like Trials, Solstice, Stratosphere don't really make you excited to hear more. Not bad, but not worth writing home about. Waking Up is another dance beat track, and it has definitely more emotion behind it along with the strong lyrics. There's a good beat here, and it's more uplifting throughout the track time. I can't avoid the pun, but it's where the album wakes back up. We then get to Other Worlds Than These, and after an awkward chipmunk speed vocal opening sting, the song is great. This is where Starset should be blasting as a highlight, lyrically and vocally strong with more impressive drum work here. The final track, Diving Bell, is a memorable closer for a huge album. It's that emotionally reflective song that combines elements of rock and electronica, finishing with a haunting chant to sum up this chapter in the ongoing saga. It's ambitious, it's impressive, and to put it briefly, it's something different. This is not an album of singles. This is by far a journey drenched in Starset's identity. I admit that not every song really adds to the experience, but there's a high production value, and it's something bold and fresh in a world of stale rock. Starset are not going to be happy just churning out the same thing over and over again, and I'm happy to see they went a little bit out of their comfort zone. Overall, Divisions is a bold step into uncharted territory for a band who refuses to be shackled by one style. The high points and lyric hooks are what will stick with you as you explore this third chapter. Starset will definitely captivate the fans they've made over the past few years, and if you're looking for something outside your one genre comfort zone, then check out Divisions and blast off.